Then.
You good? Are we live?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest today. Self-proclaimed confidence guru and author promoting his second bestseller, Mr. Stevie Brooks.
Hello, how you doing?
How you doing?
Today? I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Mr. Brooks, it's a pleasure to have you here. Despite the vast amount of criticism over your fame in the athletics industry, if memory serves, the only game that you played in, you slam dunked the wrong basket.
Yes, well, that was a great controversy in my career. That's something that I've had to overcome. Definitely spent a lot of work on that. The thing was, they see a 12-foot, man walking around with a basketball. They automatically assume the guy knows how to play some ball. So when they throw me into the game, they didn't explain the rules to me. None. I know what I had seen on the front of Wheatie boxes. Guys jumping up and putting the ball in the basket. So I did that, and when nobody cheered, I wondered if I had done something wrong, and apparently I have. I made a mistake, and that's something that we all overcome mistakes. Players do it all the time. They just have the big money so that they can afford the lawyers to keep it off the newsreels. But me, I was a new guy coming right in. I couldn't afford to pay no lawyer to get that help from public view. So I was really they ripped into me for that one.
No, very good. What was your motivation for writing this book?
Well, I had grown up always hearing certain expressions that didn't really make no sense to me. One of them being, reach for the stars. Yeah, every time I thought about that, as a child, I was a very great physicist. I had done real good in my preschool physics courses. I was doing real good. And when I first heard that expression, reach for the stars, I was like, a star is literally a big burning, nuclear bomb in the sky. If you got close enough to grab it, not only would you wouldn't be able to grab it. Could you grab gas?
No.
You can't grab gas. That's not something you can do. And if you were close enough to even reach your hand out to the sun, it's gonna melt your whole body off. So that's something that you can't do. And I didn't want people trying to waste their whole careers getting up to the sun, trying to grab stars, melting their body. So I figured I'm a normal guy. There's gotta be other normal guys out there like me. They're gonna need books on advice that's helpful instead of phraseology that's very confusing to most all of us. I mean, it's just something that I felt like the public needed.
The primary source of funding for this book's publishing was from your previous bestseller titled "The Only Thing You Need to Know About Success Is Pull-Ups." Can you tell us how successful that book was?
Well, that book is actually very successful. But the thing with my pull-up career is now over. I did pull-ups for about 3 semesters in college, but then I was in a car accident. What had happened was the car had hit me in my shoulder as it was just driving by. Now, I'm not sure if it was discriminating against me in my height or, color, sexual preference, whatever they wanted to hit me with their car was. I felt like it was intentional. It should hurt like an intentional hurt. So just walking around the car hit me in my shoulder, and so from that point I had to drive to the ambulance. So I drove to the ambulance. I talked to the ambulance man. He was like, I'm looking at you right now. I can tell you're an attractive man. And I was like, yes, thank you very much. I know this. And he's like, I can tell you work out a lot. You take care of your physical appearance. It's something you like to upkeep. True? I was like, yes, it is. And he was like, well, you can continue working out. You can continue doing whatever you want to do. But if you do pull-ups one more time, your arm is going to fall off. There's still half the radiator stuck in there. They still haven't been able to get all the radiator out of my shoulder. So I'm currently looking up to see if that classifies me as some sort of, bionic person, a cyborg, if you will. I heard that tax write-offs are available, and that's something that I would need at this point. But so he said, if you do pull-ups one more time, your arm's going to fall off. And at this point in my career, that's not a risk I was willing to take. I mean, if it was, choice of life and death, if an individual's life was on the line, I guess I would do a pull-up, maybe just to save someone's life. But right now it's just plan B. I don't want to throw away no careers for pull-ups,
I understand that we'll be doing a small role-playing scenario to summarize Chapter 7 of your new book entitled Self-Confidence, Tiger Fury Confidence.
Yes. Okay. for this exercise is actually designed to build confidence in just, you know, a natural person, just a normal guy. So you'll actually be part of this. You realize?
Right. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So for this exercise, pretend for a moment that you are interesting and attractive. That might be difficult, but just pretend for a moment that you're interesting and attractive towards females, and I'll play the part of the female. So what I'm going to need for you right now, pretend I'm obviously a voluptuous, attractive female, whatever race you like in a female, that's who I am. So pretend that you are interesting and attractive, and, you know, say to me what you would say to me if you thought you had some ground to stand on.
Hello. I'd like to get you a drink.
Oh, well, the thing with that is vacate the premises immediately before I taser you. See, what had went wrong there is you pretended to be confident, you know, you pretended to have attraction, you pretended to be good looking, you pretended to be interested, and that's something as a woman. I'm a woman. I was able to have that natural intuition. I was able to see through your facade, your charade, the mask you were putting on, and see that you are actually unattractive and uninteresting. That's something that you need to deal with.
I don't think I understand what the purpose of this
No, numbers don't lie, Donnie. This book has already sold millions. Yeah, I don't need you coming in here walking up like you know anything about books. You're just an interviewer. Have you written any books, Donnie?
My name's not. It's Mark, not Donnie.
Whatever you say in front of the cameras, Donnie.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for tonight. Once again, thank you, Mr. Brooks, for stopping by.
Hey, no problem.
All right, now it's recording. Piece of shit.
Yeah, you can talk about the camera.